Last week's big match, politician Mary O'Rourke takes charge of Maryland and Westmeath for a visit to Wicklow to play travel presenter Baz Ashmawi's Ballymanus in the last quarter-final of Celebrity Bainisteoir. Last week, Evie Nichulawan's Mayo men beat Ivan Yates's Wexford side to set up a semi-final clash with Gerald Keane's Cork team. Tonight, Baz Ashmawi's Wicklow boys host Mary O'Rourke's Westmeath outfit to see who'll travel to Derry to meet Nell McCafferty in the other semi and move one step closer to the grand final. Baz Ashmawi's day job gets him into some hairy situations all over the globe, and his latest road trip will be just as daunting as he takes the reins at Ballymanus in his mother's home county of Wicklow.
I'm a bit nervous about it. I didn't think I'd be as nervous as I am. How are you, lads? Hooray! The lies!
He done a bit of homework anyway, you know. He's obviously watched a few matches or something, and he's well up for it anyway.
You get to manage Wicklow against Mary O'Rourke. You wouldn't be daft in the head not to be up for that. Coming to get you O'Rourke. Spanking, that's what you're getting. Spanking.
When the GA call, you come running. The Taoiseach did say yesterday...
Mary O'Rourke is the great survivor of Irish politics, and she'll bring her battling instincts with her in her guise as Bainisteoir of Westmeath's Maryland.
I just thought they were a great bunch of lads, but I want them to know I'm very serious about it, and I hope they'll be serious too.
Baz is taking over one of the country's smallest clubs, and it's the little things that have been causing him big problems.
It was a sleepless night last night, which I'm surprised at, but I couldn't find my whistle, and I started getting into panic attacks about not being able to find this whistle, and then I spent about 2 hours between like 3 and 5 trying to find that, and I was sitting in bed and I was thinking, why can't you sleep? Like, you've jumped out of planes and done drag shows in Sydney, run around the streets of Brisbane in like little gold shorts in front of loads of people. Like, I've done ridiculous stuff. No nerves, no sleepless nights. Last night, I think it's like the fear. And when you didn't do your homework at school, you haven't done everything you need to do, and that's what I feel I'm at the moment.
Mary, on the other hand, is less enthusiastic about the task ahead of her.
No, I'm not a bit excited. I have a very full life. And, I have about 45 things more to do today. So this was just a matter of getting up a bit earlier on a Sunday. But I'm not, like, overly excited or panting for the day or anything like that. It's just part of my day. It's taken part out of my Sunday, actually.
If Baz is to convert his enthusiasm to success, he's going to need the clubhouse keys.
For those of you who don't know, this is what 10 o'clock in the morning looks like. It's a bit overrated in my opinion. I just want to get it started and just try and learn as much as I can quickly. And I don't want the lads to think I'm a complete monkey. Do you know that kind of way? Like, I suppose like it looks like a Bainisteoir, smells like a Bainisteoir, walks like a Bainisteoir. It's either a Bainisteoir or someone eat it in a Bainisteoir's jacket. So either way, we'll get away with it today, I think. Just as long as the lads are gentle with me, you know? That's what we need. Players, where are they?
In Westmeath, the players have arrived and their new boss has no plans to rule with an iron fist.
The idea that you could impose your will on any group of young men is quite ridiculous. I don't think that's the way it operates in the GA circles anyway. It's up to every single member to perform to his best ability. I don't intend to be bullying, harrying or kicking ass. No, I don't.
Back Back in Wicklow, Baz's mentor, All-Star and Irish international Kevin O'Brien arrives to put the new Bainisteoir at ease.
You're very welcome to Wicklow.
God, you're lucky I don't just
Good to
bear
see
up
you.
now. I was getting very hurt.
You're very welcome to Wicklow, so you are.
Thank you very much.
He looks like a guy who hasn't slept too much. He looks a bit nervous now, I have to admit.
Whose whistle is this, Kev?
It's Mick O'Dwyer's, yeah.
Mick O'Dwyer's whistle.
A winning whistle.
I probably lost my own whistle on purpose then.
Well,
I was meant to have Mick O'Dwyer's whistle.
Absolutely, this is destined. You're destined.
And some of them look like footballers. They're big lumps, some of them, aren't they? They're big fellas.
I tell you, there's one thing about these guys, they'll be certainly brave.
Yeah, I well believe that.
A brave footballer is a good guy.
Right, lads, we just huddle in for a minute. Today's really just about kind of my baby steps. Like, you're going to break my Bainisteoir cherry, so be gentle with me.
I have to say I'm highly impressed. His enthusiasm is very powerful. He really wants to make this happen.
Another bit of drill.
We're just going to do a weave and drill here.
Mary's mentor has also arrived. Desi Dolan is still at the top of his game, and he's confident that Mary has the right raw materials at her disposal.
The lads are very up for this. Like, the Maryland team are very up. They're very good players for this as well. Like, there's some lads that have played ex-county footballers here, like, and have a lot of experience, and they seem to be willing to give it a good effort. But it is hard for someone to come in first training session, let's say, with a new group of boys. Like, it's total new ground for her, like, you know.
Lads, we're going to start with jogging and hand passing, okay? Come on, everyone get involved.
It's early days, but Mary's already eager to identify the weaknesses in her panel.
I tell you, there's an awful lot of slacking going on. There's guys that are barely... We really want it very strong.
I suppose it's a lot different than her normal environment, like, you know, so when it comes to doing drills and maybe being a bit authoritative, like, you know, it's taking a bit of time, so I'll talk to you in a while.
I think what I've seen today so far, there's they're very keen, but there's a certain amount of what I call lazy boys on the numbers, and I have 3 or 4 of them in my head. And they were dodging over there and holding the bar and giggling.
When you're training with a club, you have to appreciate that there's some lads that just are coming out to keep fit and keeping some sort of small bit of shape. Like, you know, like the GA isn't all about elite players. Like, you have grassroots players, you have lads at different levels of fitness. Like, so I suppose to be identifying players as being particularly weak or particularly unfit mightn't be a good strategy. But I suppose in the next couple of weeks, you hope that it'll get a small bit more organised and a small bit more structured, and she'll know her job a bit more.
There's some lads not tipping the toes. Come on, you're laughing there at the bar, I see. You're not working at all. The lads at the bar are just slouching. Shani. They are. Do you see them? They're not doing it. Do you see the lads at the back of the bars? They were just shaking, like, you know.
They love to hear you saying
what?
That. They love to hear you saying
but
that.
But they are. Look at suitcases they're carrying. Lads, pick up the speed. Pick up the speed. Come on, come on. We're not in a rest home.
She's a loose cannon.
Well, we're just going to do a bit of hand passing, yeah?
Meanwhile, in Wicklow, Baz's reign is off to a very positive start.
Right to the left, yeah? All right, so lads, if you can skip 2 to the right, yeah, and pass, and then 2 to the left and pass.
I think we've got a good man here, and I think the guys like him, and he wanted them to know how enthusiastic he is, and he wants to really make this work, and that's a good sign.
All right, we're just going to be doing song like this here, yeah? Lads, you two look like you're hugging each other, come on!
He can't be a complete messer, but he's not, so he's a bit more serious than we thought.
I think Baz's enthusiasm is incredible. If only every manager in the country was like that.
It's all about the quality of your passes, yeah?
He's serious, and by the looks of his attitude there, he wants to win this, and that's why he's putting the messing aside, and we want to win it for him as well, really. And it was brilliant to have Baz. I'm absolutely delighted.
For his first training session, I think he's did savage. I'm so impressed, like, I really am.
The main stock of life in this community is the GA pitch, and it's nearly a focal point for people here. And I think that has hit him, and he wants to really make it successful.
I want us all to do well together.
Something special could happen here.
Well done, lads, well done. Give yourself a round of applause. That's it.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, but I did think it was going to be a complete disaster. I don't think I'll have a sleepless night tonight, put it like that.
if you want to do this for another couple of minutes, I've got to head off to my match and then go straight into a game for about 20 minutes. That's kind of the standard. After that, that'll be a normal training session.
Yeah, sure,
less than that, and it'd be, but like it wouldn't be kind of worth their while. So about 20 minutes.
Come on, lads, come on.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Best luck, Mary.
Bye, see you, Des. See
no
you.
problem.
Good luck today. Come on, lads, line up.
Desi leaves Mary to run the remainder of the session on her own, and she's keen to keep things moving.
Hurry up.
Only 5 minutes into the training match, unbeknownst to the Maryland players, their Bainisteoir has had enough.
Bye, lads. See ya.
Are you gone, Mary?
Yeah. I'm in RT at 11.
Oh, you're going to have a last word with the players, or?
Oh, no, sure, I'm not stopping the match.
It's your training session.
Ah, yeah, no, they're playing now. Let them, the umpires there, yeah.
So who finishes up training?
Well, they'll come to a conclusion. They trained last Sunday morning for 3 hours themselves. They don't have to be told to stop.
Fair enough, so Mary, we'll let you go.
See you. Bye.
To be honest, on the pitch we didn't really notice that she was gone, which says it all really, you know. If a manager walks off and you don't notice, then they're obviously not contributing much in the first place. So, we'll see.
Goodbye, or see you next time when you're back. But hopefully it's only a teething problem, that this is it. Next time she'll be here for the full session, she'll tell us what to do. Even a bit of a chat after training, how things went for us, what she thought of us.
She'll have to do better than walking off early. And maybe she is doing her best, and if that's her best, maybe this wasn't a good idea. I don't know.
You gotta be running at the ball with pace, yeah?
Down in Ballymanus, Baz's first day without his mentor is going well.
Tight.
I think he's doing a great job, to be honest, for a fella like that who hasn't had a lot of football experience over the years or whatever, but he seems to be doing very well now, in fairness to him.
Don't be dropping the balls. Possession's everything, yeah? It's vital.
He's come on a good bit now, in fairness to him. He's worked hard. You can tell he's been researching and doing his homework. Like.
See, if I wasn't a football manager, I would have been an artist. See that? Genius, isn't it?
I think he's picking up fierce quick, like, you know, because even there he's writing down things and he's been watching the videos and he's even names. He nearly knows everyone's name, like, which is a great thing too. Like,
lads, you have to have communication. You have to be calling for it. Don't be driving the.
And even when I was taking the kind of drive down here today, it just all kind of hit me. I was in this beautiful landscape of Whelan, and I just got very kind of excited and proud.
But there's breaking news of yet another dramatic resignation from Leinster House.
I'm really sorry that I'm forced to withdraw. But I found myself clinics all day Saturday, out Saturday night, because it's my free night. And then 9 a.m. Sunday morning all day. And then the match is coming up. I felt I wasn't going to be able to give it the time and commitment.
3.
And in the Lake County, managerless Maryland plough on regardless.
Guys were very disappointed and quite angry of the way things went. We're determined now to get it fixed and get it right.
Since we knew that Mary was gone, we've been, just doing our own training.
And until they resolve the situation, the men of the Midlands are in limbo. News of Mary's departure has filtered through to the Wicklow Gap.
She walked out on her team. Mary O'Rourke walked out on her team. Did she now? Did she? I assume I'm still playing Westmeath though. Yeah. Well, look, to be honest with you, it's not really going to affect us in any way. If there's unrest there, delighted, and that's great news for us. Mary O'Rourke pulled out of the Westmeath team. She's not doing it anymore. What effect that has on us is absolutely none. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Yeah? Yeah, good boys. All right, let's go. I never got to spank you. It's not fair. Oh, promises. Right, I'm going to play ball. Let's see you later.
Back in Westmeath, there's a new sheriff in town.
How are you? How you doing? You well? All right. Cheer up, we'll be all right. I'm apprehensive because of my complete lack of knowledge, but there's also a sense that maybe we can do this.
Marty Whelan is one of Ireland's best-loved broadcasters and will be well equipped to deal with the highs and lows of management.
It'll be quicker next time. I was just enjoying myself. Leave me be. If I bring anything to this, I suppose, it's the fact that I've never been afraid of a challenge, that I'm always up for whatever it is I'm doing. You've no idea how much trouble we're all in. First thing to say to you is, you know what you do, and I don't know what you do. So you know that that's the deal here, as you're about to find out. But I'm going to find out, and I'm going to learn real quick. And it seems to me that the one thing you want to do is win this. Now, the other thing to say to you is that I have my mother, who is still alive, gentlemen, was born in a place called Kilbeggan, so I have a Westmeath connection. Now, steady on. What's this crap? All I want to do is make it work. All I want to do is get to the final here. All I want to do is win the final. And I want to do it my own way. But let's win. The one thing that I'll give you is the best that I can give you. And I listen to advice and I'll hear what you have to say. The one thing I know about is, even if you're not winning, you can turn things around and you can start to win again. And I wish you all the best of luck, because I'm on your side. All right? Put on my jacket. Here we are in the middle of Westmeath, and that's cool. And let's see what we can do.
Coming up on Celebrity Bainisteoir.
This is not glamorous television. This is as wet, as cold, as windy, and as shockingly different for me as anything I've ever done before.
I've better things to be doing than coming out here and just watching lads hanging out.
Right, lads, go for it.
This week's big match. Broadcaster Marty Whelan takes charge of Maryland and Westmeath for a visit to Wicklow to play travel presenter Baz Ashmawi's Ballymanis in the last quarter-final of Celebrity Bainisteoir. Last week, Evie ní Húlaháin's Mayo men beat Ivan Yates's Wexford side to set up a semi-final clash with Gerald Keane's Cork team. Tonight, Baz Ashmawi's Wicklow boys host Marty Whelan's Westmeath outfit to see who'll travel to Derry to meet Nell McCafferty in the other semi and move one step closer to the grand final. Desi Dolan arrives at Maryland to meet his new apprentice.
Well, here we are.
You have a Westmeath mother, are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. Of course,
I haven't heard of that one before.
Yeah, I have. Well, thanks for having me. The lads are very welcoming.
Yeah, it's a good team now. You're lucky.
They seem very nice.
Yeah,
very,
and do you know much about football?
Absolutely nothing, but you're going to tell me. You're going to fill in some of my gaps, aren't you?
No, I'm worried. I suppose he's very unsure of an awful lot of things. He doesn't have too much of a knowledge of Gaelic football. But the good thing about him is he was very keen to learn, and he's asking lots of questions. He's enthusiastic about the whole thing, which is very good. And I think the players kind of sense that he's a genuine guy. He's really up for the challenge, and he wants to do well for the team. And I think the whole club and Maryland are right behind him.
We're delighted to have him here, and delighted he's involved, and he really wants to make a go of this.
When Marty came in, we were delighted because we knew he'd bring a bit of life to the competition, and the lads were delighted with a good vibe in the club now with all the players, so we're just mad to get things going at the moment.
All right, lads, do you want to go into the square here?
Desi kind of showed him a few drills at the start, and he seemed to fairly pick them up quite quickly. You know, he was blowing the whistle there straight away for certain drills and this and that, so I can't see any problems in him picking it up.
The first thing I picked up was a vibe from the guys, because if there's anything I do in my job, you can read a room fairly quickly. If there's hostility or a sense of, oh my God, or I didn't get that tonight. I got a sense that these guys are really together about this, that they're up for it.
I think Marty's after giving the whole thing a lift again tonight, so I think they're just going to move on from the previous candidate and just work with Marty and give him his full support.
My impression as I leave here tonight is of optimism and good heart and a good sense that we can do this. But these are good lads. These are guys that are up for it.
Right, so I got your email message about you wanted a bit more bondage in training, so...
It's a field trip for Baz's boys as they get in touch with nature and each other in the Wicklow Mountains.
This is hurting me a lot more than it's hurt... Actually, that's a lie. This is going to hurt you a lot more than me. It's just about team building and looking after each other and supporting each other and a bit of a jog on. And whoever wins, obviously, so that's a reward in itself, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Go! That's it, come on, Paddy, manage your troops. Look at that, beautiful. I'm taking in the landscape and these lads are breaking their heart. Jay's beautiful up here, isn't it? I'm having my own little holiday. It's a little vacation away while the lads are killing themselves. Hey! Next little exercise I have for you is I want you to light this fire, and I just want to see how you solve a problem as a team, yeah? Today was good crack, like, you know? There's no bitching about the exercise. I'd be very surprised if any of the other teams have a group like that. Like they're all cousins and brothers and friends and brothers-in-laws, and you know, I'll have to marry into it. I think is the only way to do it really, because they're all really tight, like, and that's brilliant. Like basically the way it would be. I'm not being a real mammy's boy about it, but like my mum means a lot to me, yeah, and this would mean a lot to her. Therefore, in turn, this means everything to me. It means everything to these lads, and I'd be just devastated if we lost. I just really want them to do well. I really like them, and they're just growing on me more and more, the lads. And just for them and for the club. They've very little down here. That GAA club is the community. Like half the village play for the GAA team. It's everything. This is proper community, and that's what Gaelic's about, you know.
It's Marty's first time taking the team alone, and he was hoping there'd be a helping hand.
It's only my second night. So the thing is, I will do it in conjunction with some of the lads so that we're working together. And I think that's important to do it that way. But I didn't expect Desi not to be here on the second night, for heaven's sake. Anyway, that's the way it is, and I can't do anything about it. I'm here now, so that's the plan. Right, boys, here we go. That's it. Pass to the guy beside you. Yeah, that's it. Serious. These guys are not messers, too. Absolutely on the money, these guys.
He was really, really up for it tonight. Like,
he's picking up the drills fairly quick too. He's catching on to some of the guys dropping the ball. He's fairly quick to spot that, and shows that he's interested.
Okay. All right, lads. Already, and it's day 2. I'm thinking about the guys who look to me like they would be on the team. I'm not thinking about the guys who won't be. I'm thinking about the guys who will. And I'm looking at those guys first.
The weather has turned on Marty, and the clouds are gathering in Wicklow too.
Flat out!
Good.
Flat out for the last one! Flat out!
Good. Now we're at it. Building all the time, that's it.
Alright? Yeah. They don't want to do it for themselves. I'm just like, what can I say or do? I'm repeating myself. I'm like a parrot, like saying the same things. Like I shouldn't need to have to grind on them this hard. But it just feels like that tonight. I just wish they'd give me something back, push themselves a bit harder. Like. Lads, I just need 2 minutes, right? Because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm so pissed off tonight. And I'll tell you why. Mainly because there's a load of lads who this is all over for. And they were laxy, and they were all having a laugh, and it was all a big hoot. And now it's over. Teams are gone, gone. Finished. That's not where we want to be, is it? Oh. I don't want you to go out like they did. I will be so angry if that's what happens. Because you deserve better. This is a brilliant chance. God damn, I want you to do really well. Don't make it hard for me, because you're making it hard for you. But you get out what you put in.
But like lads standing around with hands in their pockets, and if you see one of the lads doing that, I don't have that. I've better things to be doing than coming out here and just watching lads hanging out. I want you to do well, so just do it for yourselves. Do it for your club, do it for your county.
I could see it in his face as we were training earlier on. I could see he was going to let rip at some stage.
Well, I thought he was sort of boiling up a bit, like, you know, and I was just sort of waiting. I knew I could see him shaking the head a few times, and I was waiting for him to erupt.
He did get annoyed, and he was rightly to get annoyed, but he spoke his mind, and that's the most important thing. He wasn't making up, and I think the players went off there realising that he's serious about that he wasn't bluffing.
We shouldn't have to be talked to like we're children, like, you know, but like it's our own fault, like, you know. He probably should have said it a few weeks ago, maybe, you know, and we know we'd be listening to him a bit more, but I was dead right, and everyone got the message anyway, you know.
It's surprisingly hard, is what it is. It's just surprisingly hard. It's a much bigger challenge than I thought originally, you know.
Desi is looking at Marty's performance so far, and he feels the Bainisteoir needs to be better prepared.
The main thing is the clipboard. We might lose the clipboard going out, because generally managers of teams wouldn't have clipboards going around and looking at it, and they might have the preparation done beforehand.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of the things, is that we have it in our head what we want to do, and it's trying to get it done as quick as we can. Now,
I didn't have it in my head because it was the second day.
And that's what
so it was on the clipboard. That's why it was there.
I'm only trying to give you a bit of direction. It's just that when we're looking at that, it's slowing us down. And what we want to do is flow the training session a bit more.
Yeah. Makes sense.
We need to strike a balance.
Right.
It's have the crack communicate, but get stuck in at the same time. Give them a lash, like, you know. And that's what they expect as footballers. Like, you expect to get a bit of a lash.
On the second day, giving some guy a lash that you don't even know is highly unlikely. Let's be honest about it. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I do take your point. That from now on, we can perhaps start to do that.
I'm not saying you're doing it totally wrong. Like, you
you
need to have. I suppose what I'm trying to say is the game is going to come in the next week. They need to see that you're up for this game, and you're getting more serious for the game yourself. That's probably what I'm trying to get across. Marty wants to do as much as he can, but at the same time, he doesn't have a. Well, I don't say doesn't have a clue, but he's limited in his knowledge of GA drills. But I have noticed he's learning, he's asking questions, he is getting better. So hopefully by the time the Wicklow game comes, that he will know exactly what he needs to do.
Minus the notes, things are already looking better for Marty and Maryland.
The first thing he did tonight was he lost the clipboard, which is very good, because if you're directing everything to a clipboard, it's just kind of amateurish. So he's lost that.
This is very different for me, because most of the things I've done, it's indoor, and it's show business, and it's cameras, lights, action. It's glamorous television. This is not glamorous television, and there's no point in pretending it is. It isn't. This is as wet, as cold, as windy, and as shockingly different for me as anything I've ever done before.
Press up, lads, turn press up. There's no way he's standing back, or he's not letting Desi do it, or he's not letting any of the guys in the team take over or anything like that. Like, you know, like there tonight now, for instance, you know, he says we're doing a hand pass and drill, and if the ball was dropped, everyone down for 10 press-ups. You know, he's no way shy at all when it comes down to that. Like,
he's a great kind of presence around the guys. So he knows what to say to guys. He can give guys confidence, so he can, tell them that we can go, we can win this game. So he's good at kind of building self-confidence into you, so he is, and that can only work for you on the field.
Well done. I'm confident like that the next training session get better. I think Marty has got the interest in the team now, and I think they are willing to go all the way. They're very keen, they want to do it, and I think they will do it.
To escape from the wind and the rain, Marty has decided to take his boys for a gentle Sunday drive.
This is about us having fun and me being at the same level as them, and it just being a chance just to do something that's away from the pitch, away from the football and away from the rain, and just have a bit of fun. It's pouring with rain outside and we're indoors. I think there's going to be gratitude all around for that alone. But you know what? You can feel the competitive edge again with these guys. This is a bit of a laugh, a bit of fun. They're still out there. Oh, I'm going to win the next one. I can hear them. It's very interesting. think it's important to make sure that I don't win today. And I've made a supreme effort in that regard, and it seems to be working. I fooled them all.
If you were to drive any slower than him, no, you'd be in reverse like in fairness there. But he's enjoying himself, he's alright.
They're driving Miss Daisy out there.
Baz is at the track too, as himself and the Wicklow boys have gone to the dogs. Tonight's all about recreation, but the boss is preoccupied with the impact the unrest in Westmeath has had on his own preparations.
As much as I'm relaxing, I'm not relaxed. When we started this to when we were supposed to play the first game, there was a good momentum and it was all kind of swinging the right way, and the lads were in a good place in their head, and I just feel like someone stole the jam from me down it a little. If I could get Mary O'Rourke, I'd put like a Homer Simpson stranglehold on her now.
We've as good a chance as rest of them. That's the way I feel about it. Like, I wouldn't rate anyone in any way. We're there, and that's it. We go show them what we have, and hopefully we do the best.
Getting beaten by Marty Whelan, it'd just be like getting a slap from Gay Byrne or something. I just couldn't deal with that. Like, but I hope we kick his ass now, to be honest. But we'll see.
Don't break into 4 groups, lads, if you do that.
It's the day before the match, and things are looking up for Marty.
It's funny to be here and the sun's shining and it feels like a different place. But it feels great. But we've only one chance on what we're about to do tomorrow. So it matters greatly. And there's a little bit of nerves settling in there because you really want them to win. Because they're nice fellas, even if they did beat me at the go-karting.
Delighted with Marty, you know.
And Maryland's biggest fan is so delighted, he's pimped his ride for the occasion.
You're stuck for a lift home or anything now? No, believe me. Believe me, walking suddenly just seems so attractive. I'm not for a minute going to say it's going to be easy. It's not. But you're strong lads and you're good lads and you're committed to it. And I think, without question, we have to believe that we can do it. And I believe you can do it. I have asked Davey to be captain tomorrow. He doesn't know anything about the team. That's the only thing I've done. I hope you're pleased with that news.
Just a great honour. I'm delighted to be captain of any team, and let alone your club team, especially going into an event like this. It's very special.
It's Baz's last session, and the cards are beginning to stack against the Wicklow men.
Our match was supposed to be 2 weeks ago. There was different manager changes, logistics. Next thing, I can't have some of my county players because it's conflicting with county matches. But the thing about like all those problems is that's what being a Bainisteoir is. You know, they're just everyday problems that they have. You know, and this other team has had twice as many problems as we've had. It's not ideal, and there's no point us letting that ruin everything. You know, just got to be more focused, more determined.
It's unfortunate now that a few lads are missing, but Jesus, great for a chance for the younger lads. I think some of us now who wouldn't have played intermediate senior last year, like, we got a chance to prove that we can play in this team and we can stand up and be counted.
I can't believe like tonight could be my last training session with them. You know, like it's I'd be sad. Like I'd be sad if I walked out tonight and that's just my Bainisteoir life over. You know.
Coming up on Celebrity Bainisteoir.
Wicklow don't get too much recognition anywhere, so it's an opportunity for them to change that.
It's a real night where I think the team that wants to win it the most will do it.
Right up, boy! Well played!
Come on, lads!
This week's big match. Broadcaster Marty Whelan takes charge of Maryland and Westmeath for a visit to Wicklow to play travel presenter Baz Ashmawi's Ballymanus in the last quarter-final of Celebrity Bainisteoir.
Right corner back.
On the eve of the big match, it's time for each Bainisteoir to name their team.
Ned Reynolds.
Brendan Doyle, goalkeeper. Patrick Byrne, halfback. Brendan Whelan, full forward. And Kieran Whelan, corner forward.
I've Kieran Egan as full forward, and that's our starting team. That's our first 15.
Those players that have gotten a good chance now to go out there and show what they can do have to
you just have to raise your game completely. Like, all the training's just, it's just garnish. You're GA players, that's what you do.
I have really total and utter faith in you. I am convinced that we're going to do it tomorrow night. And I just think you're a special bunch of men. And I just want to say thank you very much for that. Okay?
Like, once we get into that change room tomorrow, we're there for one reason and one reason only, and that's to send them home, and that's it, and move on. Yeah?
It's match day, and the community has turned out to wish Marty's Maryland well on their journey to Wicklow.
Strangely nervous today, a little. The onus, I suppose, suddenly kicks in today. Here we are, it's Holy Thursday morning, and in other places it's quiet or people are going about their daily business.
Local singing star T.R. Dallas has arrived to help with the send-off.
To be humble. There's a nervous tension in the room, there's a nervous excitement in the room. And I suppose they're anxious just to see what this gang from Wicklow are going to be like.
It's hard to be humble when you're perfect every way.
I'm thrilled, I found some girls here, astonished. Because every time I come down here, it's men everywhere. So they're coming as well. I mean, everyone, I think, tonight is going to be out there and roaring and shouting, I hope, and getting into it and getting behind the boys. And it is pride in the community and pride in the team and pride in Maryland, and it matters greatly that they actually do well.
Thanks a million. Good luck.
It's great to play at your county and all that, but playing with your club on a big occasion like this, you're playing with the lads you've grown up with all your life, like, so it's good. Everybody knows each other more intimately and all that kind of carry on. So it's different with your club and your county. Like, your county, you take it year by year. With your club, like, it's for your life, like.
A few hours before throw-in, and the Ballymanus faithful look for some divine inspiration.
I'm a bit nervous, like, I'm pumped for it, really. Like, I don't want it to end today. It's put way too much into it, like, for it to end.
This is for us, our home ground. They're the visitors, don't forget that.
The Westmeath men arrive at Baltinglass, and Desi Dolan is conscious that Mother Nature will play a big part in tonight's proceedings.
Extremely tough conditions here tonight. Very, very windy, very showery, very blustery. It's not a good night for forwards, for backs, for anybody. Like, it's going to be a tough match, but it's a real night where I think the team that wants to win it the most will do it.
The home side arrives, and Wicklow stalwart Kevin O'Brien knows Baz will find the words to stir the local passion.
He's going to remind them where they're coming from, a little country pass in Wicklow. He's going to remind them that they're playing for their families and their clubs and for Wicklow. And he's also going to remind them that Wicklow don't get too much recognition anywhere. So it's an opportunity for them to change that.
This is what we waited for, right? This is it. You need to start making promises to me and to each other that you're going to go out there and give it 110% completely. You just have it in you. I know you just have, like, this is our ground. It's our ball, it's our backyard. These lads haven't come from Westmeath just to have a bit of a kick round and laugh and we'll see what happens. These lads want to win. You've got to stay focused, you've got to switch on now. Possession out here is going to be vital. This is what we want. This is our backyard and this is where we win. Yeah?
Get out there, boys. Let's take the game to them. Let's not let them see what they're like. All right, from the word go.
We're playing for speed. That's what we've got. We've got speed by buckets. Move the ball fast. Get out there. Play hard. This is our game. You have it. Let's do it for you.
This is it. This is the game. This is the one. This is not something we can repeat. This is the cup final. This is the one. This is the main one. I want to wish you the best of luck because you've been great. I want to say to you that I think you are mighty men. Are you up for it? Do you feel good? All of us are together on this night, all right? And let's go over.
This winner you've called agus fáilte roibh go dtí Clahéla san Stras Celebrity Bainisteoir RTE. A quarter-final match between Maryland representing Westmeath and managed by the versatile Marty Whelan. Their opponents will be Ballymanus of the Billies from Wicklow, and their manager is Baz Ashmawi. The Tala Festival band are here. The rain had been sweeping down from the hills all afternoon, but both teams well prepared by their respective managers, hoping to qualify for the semi-final, and that semi-final against Bahan Vale of Derry, managed by Nell McCafferty.
Commiserate with you after.
The referee is a man from County Laois. Courtwood man, Eddie Kinsell is the referee, wearing black togs, yellow and black top. Pitch in excellent condition despite the bad weather we've been having in Wicklow recently. Martin, our own of Ian, and saw in Madachun Glisha, Boarding Glass, County Wicklow.
The last quarter-final is underway. A semi-final spot against Nell McCafferty's Derry men is on the line.
Nice and quick!
Declan Nugent has let him come inside again. The left corner forward again. So David Martin again. The crossing ball high in the air. And this one has gone in. The first score of the game.
But just, you're anxious for that first one, you know? Just the first one. Because you just feel better when you get the first one.
Into space! Booted further down the field. A whistle sounds. A free to Maryland. Here comes Joe Hart with a kick. Gone over the crossbar. That's the second point for Maryland. Picked up down by the left half forward, Donald Murphy. Donald Murphy kicks it in, and that's the opening score of the game for the Billy.
15 minutes in, the Wicklow men start to make an impact on the match.
Go for a jog along the side.
Wakes into the centre there, towards Colin Coogan again. On the ground, referee is signalling for a free in again. A kick to put the Billies in front.
Now they're taking the right options. The right lads are putting the ball over the bar, and you know they're showing good battle out there.
Still not worried. A lot of possession of the ball and the wind again. Yeah. You'll be alright.
And the Westmeath Bainisteoir's confidence is repaid on the pitch.
Sent in. And I think he'll be taking the next free as well, because the ball had been sent over the bar. Sent down now to the centre forward, Max Malloy. Max Malloy sent it across now, and again in there is the midfielder, Micheál Stapleton, to take it.
Well played!
And the Billies are gone a point ahead once more.
With 10 minutes till the break, a soft free gives the Wicklow men a chance to pull further ahead.
And Pell Ratchet go hard to get Hashe. Haran just now.
Keep it going!
A free in the last minute of the half gives Maryland an opportunity to pull one back.
Left for the kick, that's well directed there, but held by the goalkeeper inside Brendan Doyle. At half time, the team managed by Baz Ashmawi. The Billies are Ballymanus, 5 to them, as against 3 for Maryland, managed by Marty Whelan.
They've weathered that storm and they're coming to put on 5 points in a row, so you know they're the positive things, and Baz knows to keep them up and positive.
Still think they have a good chance. There's only 2 points in it, and I hope the wind just starts picking up that bit more in our favour, and we get the points over the bar.
This is the only one that matters. This is the one that counts. And this time we have half an hour, and I believe you can do it. Do you believe you can do it? Do you absolutely believe you can do it? And that's the way we have to do it.
They're all playing brilliant. I'm so proud of you. Honestly, I just can't put it into words. You're doing great, but it's not over yet. Yeah, we can't start French kissing each other just now.
You will win this half. You will. You can do it, all right? Of course you can do it. Of course you can do it.
There's a huge door open for you now for this next half, lads. Either walk through it or just sit around outside. It's up to you.
This is the one chance. That's the point. This is the one chance. I keep thinking of the one chance. This we will win. And you're up for it. And we'll go for it. And we'll do it.
You won't lose today, trust me. Just do what you're doing, you're a legend.
The second half. In 30 minutes, one team will be in the semis, the other will leave empty-handed.
Come on, lads!
Go on.
It's a difficult night for football, and the game is littered with fouls.
Well, it's an easy one, the easiest one they got today. 1 point in it, 5 to the Billies, 4 to Maryland. Back again it goes, and Anthony Reynolds is on the ground. 3 in. No! This is for the equaliser. This is a lovely kick, no doubt whatsoever about that one.
That's the boy. That's it, come on! Come on, lads!
As Ashmawi is getting a little bit now agitated, and Marty Whelan, he's really looking confident at this stage.
I'm feeling very optimistic now, feeling very good about it. But I'm afraid to let that run away with me.
With 20 minutes left, the cards are starting to come out.
5 points all, really kind of came out in the second half, firing their bellies, so hopefully we can get another point, but it is very close now. It's kind of on a knife edge right now.
The ball sent down the field now, away a chance here now, moving away down with the ball now.
Lads, come on, utilise this!
A goal chance for the Wicklow men turns sharply against them.
Is there a red card now for Brendan Whelan of the Billies?
With 10 minutes left, Ballymanus are down to 14. They've given away a free and Baz has lost his bearings.
I don't know what I can do, to be honest.
Now this is Joe Hart kicking it with the net, rising high in the air. The umpire has no hesitation.
But Marty's celebrations may be premature.
Referee now is giving a yellow card now to the Maryland right half back Stephen Martin. Well, he had got a yellow card already, so he's gone off on a second yellow.
What's the time? You know, we still have a good chance there. If they can get one score, maybe bring it extra time.
Come on, Maryland, come on!
Keep it going!
That's it, boys, keep it up! Keep it up there!
The cornerback comes out, Hammond knocks the ball in the ground. Referee's giving a free in for handling the ball in the ground.
And Damien Reynolds has a chance to seal the deal.
The ball has gone in. They now have 7 on the road, but the referee blows a full-time whistle. It can now be said, definitely, that for the semi-final, Maryland and Westmeath, managed by Marty Whelan, they're through to the semi-final of the Celebrity Bainisteoir tournament. They'll be against Vale of Derry.
Lads, I have never seen lads with more passion than what you put out there tonight. Well done to everybody. I can't talk anymore, but no harm. No harm. No harm. You were fantastic.
I think that's what won it for them. They really wanted to win this. They were well up for it. And Marty, he'd done some exercise with them on team building. I think it showed there tonight. It was a great result, and he did very, very well.
You hear him there giving a speech after losing his voice. That's what a real manager would be like. He would be shouting and roaring. I'd say he'd be kicking every ball in his mind.
You know, I talked about positivity of all along here. I suppose if I can add that, and that is what I think I brought to them, and if we can marry that with their ability to play good football, we can win this. The exhilaration, the feeling now that we've won, it's just magnificent. So we're going to have a good time.
And Derry? Don't you be trying to burden me with social responsibility.
I'm merely asking a question.
Well, I'll tell you when they hear you're coming, they'll be expecting quite a few things.
Will they?
I'm actually heartbroken. Feels like I'm heartbroken for myself.
Concentrate, lads. Pick it up a little.
It's been emotional. It's like dating someone. You go through stages and it's brilliant and it's great and you think this is the best ever. And then it's bad and you think, what did I do something wrong here, or what am I supposed to be doing, and maybe I don't want this.
God damn, I want you to do really well. Don't make it hard for me, because you're making it hard for you.
And then it's over. I'm sad and heartbroken.
He probably didn't know what to expect coming to a match, and I think as it progressed, he got more into it, he was heartbroken.
Such an opportunity for the club, and for your community and county even, just to be looked at on a national scale, and to be put out by that stupid point. You'll have to live to fight another day. I think this competition's done wonders for the team now in the end.
I'll just be Ballymanus till I die, though. I think that's the way I'll keep it. from the stands though next time.
The semi-final lineup is complete. In 2 weeks, tonight's winner, Marty Whelan, will bring his Westmeath team to Derry to take on Nell McCafferty's men. Next week, it's the first semi-final clash. We're back on Leeside as Evie Ní Húlaháin's Kilchima of Mayo travel to face Gerald Keane's Mayfield. For the winner, a place in the grand final in Parnell Park.